What a fantastic trade here yesterday. Yes! Woo! Woo! What a trade here on the German DAX yesterday. Absolutely fantastico. Really here. Look at this beautiful uptrend here. Fantastic. Bull trend. Green, 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 green. All the way up there. Really nice trend there yesterday. And you can see my buy here, my buy long German DAX, my buy long DAX was exactly there. And then we broke out higher, we pulled back a little bit, but then we kept going higher, 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 higher. And then I took my profit here. And I'm now out, as you can see, because there's no indicator on here where my indicator was here where I bought the trade, because I took all my profit up here just before it starts to come down. And that is the key. If you can do that, if you can buy down here and you can sell up here, this is what trading is all about. If you can do this, then you can make $1 million, let me tell you. Lovely trend there, and I was out because I knew that it was baked into the price. The move had finished, and what do? We've gone sideways ever since in this consolidation. But what is building here is looking like a bull flag. We've got the flag mast here, if you know what a bull flag is. We have the flag pole here going up, and then we've got the capital F. So we've got the F, the top of the F, one line going along the bottoms and one line going on the tops. This is what they call a bull flag formation here. Now, this can either break higher and the bull flag will break out to the upside, and it will go much higher, which I think is a possibility, or the bull flags get F'd. Yes, the F flags, as they are called, F for Freddy, F flags can get F'd. Now, if this gets F'd, it breaks to the downside. So, as you know, markets can only do three things. They can trend up, trend down, or consolidate, which this is doing now. Now, and like I say, this pattern is called the bull flag, but it's beside the point really, because it's really irrelevant, like I just said, because markets either do one of three things: up, down, or consolidation. So, but this is what this pattern looks very much like at the moment. It's with all the moving averages here, right here, and it looks like it's going to break either up or down. To be honest with you, right now it's lunchtime in Europe. We're early morning in New York now. The US session's about to open in 2 hours and a half. So I'm 2 hours and a half before the open. This could go either way. I'm watching the dollar. Again, the dollar's indecisive. It's pulling back the dollar today. And this is key. When the dollar's coming down, the market's going down. The dollar's bullish and going up. The market is going up. So we're watching the dollar. Like yesterday, we need some direction from that dollar. And then some trends can really develop. Some nice trends, what we need. I've got a fantastic trade at the moment on cocoa. I did tell one or two of you about that before. Cocoa is a very strong trend. I told you, do not underestimate the power of trends. It doesn't matter if it's slowly and surely, because if it's a good strong trend, which this trend is unbelievably, it just goes and goes and goes. Go and have a look at London cocoa or any cocoa Cocoa goes in the chocolate, in your chocolate bars, in your chocolate ice cream, and the fundamentals are actually with the charts at the moment because I will tell you, in Africa at the moment they're having too much rain. They've got a bumper harvest of cocoa, and it's not just the technicals on the chart. Everything points to the cocoa going lower and lower and lower. And we've had a fantastic trend on this. Like I say, a few of you know what I'm talking about. I've told you before about the cocoa, but go and have a look at that. We've got to see which way the market goes this afternoon. Everything is watching the dollar, gold. We've got to see if we can break higher. We're running up against resistance on the Dow Jones, on the S&P. We've completed the move now, so we could go either way. We could pull back, we could push higher. The Trump rally continues, but I'm in the mind a little bit that things could pull back. We're a bit overbought, I think, particularly on the US markets today as we stand. So we'll see what happens later. Brilliant trade there on the German DAX, that uptrend there, and we're now consolidating, but there's a lot of things to know. You've got to know to buy then and to sell out here, and there's all these things put together which make the experience, which makes a trader. But like I said yesterday, I am the real deal. I walk the talk, and as you can see, you saw the trade yesterday, you saw me in the trade, now I'm out of the trade, I'm watching, I give you the things, black and white like it is, no BS, I give you everything from the horse's mouth. Very good trade there. Yesterday I've made some nice money on cocoa. We've got a nice trend there. I'm going to see what happens when the US opens soon. And I hope that's been really helpful. I'll speak to you later. Bye for now. Hi guys, James here. Good morning to you. Relatively quiet morning this morning on the market. We will go and look at some charts in a minute, but first of all, I want to talk about being a perpetual traveler, or a PT, called a perpetual traveler. And this means a person who has no fixed, no fixed abode. You're not rooted anywhere like a potted plant, as some would say. Some people in this world are very insular. They act very ignorantly. They're insular. They live in a cocoon. They live in their own bubble around them, as it were, you know? And they don't really know too much about the world or what's going on. And one thing about travel really broadens your horizon and makes you understand business, makes you understand the market, everything about finance. You can really understand. I can tell you from first-hand experience, when you've traveled the world, everything becomes clear because you understand how different cultures, different economies, how they all function together. This is very, very important. You might not think so for trading, but I can tell you from first-hand experience, the understanding it gives you on the global macroeconomic picture is unbelievable when you travel. Now, a PT, a perpetual traveler, is someone who doesn't have any fixed address. You might have property in 2 or 3 countries, and you travel around. You go here for a few days, you go there for a month, 2 months here, 2 months here, like this. This is what a PT is. and you're not in any one country, any one state long enough to pay tax there. So because of this, you're not legally resident for tax purposes because you're not there so many days per year, so you don't become liable for tax. You just have to pay whatever taxes, property taxes on your property, and whatever on your income, wherever your income is realised from. But this is the thing: which country is your income from? And if you're not legally resident there, you probably don't have to pay tax if you're not staying there and you're not resident. You're not resident for tax purposes. So the whole PT concept is someone who moves around the world. You might go on a cruise ship, you fly here, you go to your house there, and you never become resident. You have your fingers in many pies. You have many different business interests, and it's a very good diversification. If you listen to my previous videos, you know that I always say, do not put all your eggs in one basket. It's very good to have properties to rent out as well as the market. Don't rely on only the market, particularly when you're starting. If you have if you have a buy-to-let property, this is very good because it's bringing you income every month. If you have income every month from a property, this is going to help with your trading because you can back out your trading with this income. It can build your bank. If you've got a property and you're getting $1,000 a month income on this property, it's very, very good for you to substantiate your trading. So that's a very good advice. I really recommend that. But the whole PT concept is that you have properties in different countries, you reside in different places, and you maybe have more than one passport. You travel around and you don't stay anywhere for too long, but it gives you many options. Going back to the potted plant syndrome of the insular people who are so insular and ignorant. They're born in one place, they stay in this place all their entire lives, and they just act so insular, like a troglodyte in a cave. And it's true, exactly. But a PT is a much more of a broader minded person who travels, understands the world, different economies, and that's what it is. You can, when you're a PT, like I say, you're not resident for tax purposes. You can, for example, you can buy a car in one country and you don't have to pay tax when you buy the car. You buy the car tax free as a tourist. You get tourist plates, and depending on the country, I keep thinking of this word. Depending on the country where you are, you get so many days. You can drive the car around for free, and then you take it out of the country. And then when you bring it back to your home country, you can save a lot of the VAT, a lot of the tax on the car when you register it. You can save, and this is all with the PT Perpetual Traveler kind of concept here. All these different benefits come with, but it's just, the main thing is to not have all your eggs in one basket. If you got all your eggs in one basket, this is going to really, really affect you. Something happens in that jurisdiction or that state, and there's political turmoil, or you never know what's going to happen. Even in a country like England, this historically stable, you get all this Brexit uncertainty. You just never ever know. Don't ever think it won't happen here, because this is wishful thinking. Really, you've got to be prepared. Really, always be prepared. And the PT concept is about being prepared, being ready, and you have a plan B, you have a plan C. Don't just have that plan A. If plan A gets screwed up, you got plan B and you got plan C here. And this is what this is about. This is wisdom and being prudent and being very, very wise, really, this PT concept. It's very smart to have other options. You don't know what's going to happen in the world politically, geopolitically, tensions at the moment, many things going on. I could talk for 2 or 3 hours about geopolitical tensions. But so this is the whole PT concept. It's about not being rooted down like a potted plant in one country, about having many options. You know, this is what this is. So I hope that's explained that, and we better go and look at some charts now.
When our eyes touch, so familiar deep inside, like you were already mine. Surreal to me, how you make me feel wild and calm at the same time. Never felt so alive. Thought I was crazy until I reached out and saw your hand there waiting for mine, like the stars had all aligned. I lay beside today, tonight, your vibe, desire, our eyes on fire. And I breathe your aura, can I leave your aura? You have me like gravity, you don't have to try it, it's just like a magnet. You have me like gravity. Just